Get access to my daily streams, archive, weekend webinars, discounts on my courses, and much more on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Links in the description. The number one undercover spell that you need to be aware of is she used to be fat. Way back in episode 242, which I'll actually be posting tomorrow afternoon on Patreon under the archive list, I talked about how to sleep with the 8 most common types of that you'll encounter, and one of them was called the ugly duckling. Well, the ugly duckling is also the formerly fat. They are one and the same. They're literally the same person, right? The ugly duckling, that's the who used to be fat, who is now skinny. And fat girls who used to be skinny, skinny girls who used to be fat are epic. And the reason why they're epic is because they've never really had male attention. Guys used to just ignore them. They used to be invisible to men for whatever reason. Maybe it was genetics. Maybe they decided to get themselves into shape. For whatever reason, in their 20s, they shrank up and they got hot bodies. They got hot. And now that they have something they've never had before, which is male attention, they don't know how to act. For this reason, they throw themselves on countless just to prove to themselves and everyone else, yes, I am attractive. I used to be fat, but I am now fuckable. And oh, by the way, ugly duckling girls who used to be fat, they are Nazis about their diets, guys. Okay? Like, dude, they're Nazis about their diets. They're always working out. Listen, they're never going back to being invisible to men. They will do whatever it takes. Dude, they will starve themselves for days on end. They will run on a treadmill until they puke. They will do what fad diets or whatever. They will do whatever it takes to make sure they maintain that market value. They're not going back to being the fat girl the guys never pay attention to. And again, you guys will be able to watch and listen to that entire video tomorrow. Probably have it up between 2:30 and 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Now, first off, as far as the fat girl goes, hey, listen, good for her for losing weight. Any fat chick who takes it upon herself to stop eating junk, get her ass in the gym, and change her body, she gets full marks from me. It's not easy to do. And the reason I know this is because I've been there. Now, the average man might be thinking to himself, well, good for her. She used to be fat. She decided not to be, and she did what it took to lose the weight. She's shown discipline. She's shown consistency. She's shown temperance. Those are the kind of qualities I want in a woman who has seen adversity and did what it took to rise above it. Well, that's what most men would think, but in 2020, a girl who used to be fat, get how to build a quality woman from the ground up for half off this weekend only. Use promo code GIRLS, link in description. Is an absolute bona fide guaranteed tell, and here's why. What females value the most is attention, guys, and the reason they want that attention is so that they can engage in the area that all of the other women are participating in. They see these skinny girls out here having fun, all these different dudes having the time of their lives, and they want in on the action. And I'm here to tell you guys, by the way, girls don't lose weight to be healthy. They don't lose weight to feel better. They don't lose weight because their doctors tell them to. No. They lose weight to get more opportunities with men. And once they do, they take those opportunities. And you were one of those opportunities. And like I tell guys all the time, like, oh my God, she used to be a fat, but she cheated on me. What, you thought you were the only dude she started after she lost weight? You think she was just one dude at a time with her newfound market value that she didn't have before? You think you were the only dude she was Guys, fat girls who used to be skinny turn into raging because they've never had that kind of attention they're getting, and they do not know how to act. This is exactly like Cuban baseball players who defect to America, and all of a sudden, they can walk into buildings with an abundance of food, which is something they weren't used to in Cuba. So what do? They gorge themselves and they gain a bunch of weight. Guys like Levon Hernandez, the late Jose Fernandez, who died tragically back in 2016, they both went through this when they first got to the States. I remember Jose Fernandez told the story. I don't know how long he'd been in the States, but him and his dad went to like this Chinese food buffet down in Miami. And he got this big plate of food. He ate all his food. And he's kind of sitting there and he says, Dad, his dad is like, listen, you can go up and get some more. Jose's like, I don't want to get in trouble. Are you sure we can go up and get some more? His dad is like, yo, all you can eat. You can read that. Jose Fernandez didn't get a second plate of food because he was almost positive he was going to get in trouble. This is how new this concept was. It's the same with fat girls, guys. A fat girl who's never had guys hit on her, who's never had guys show interest, who's maybe had a boyfriend, probably not, maybe two in her whole life, all of a sudden has all of these men showing interest in her, would not know how to act, okay? They're not used to having all these options. They're not used to saying no to a guy because guys don't normally try to them. And as a result, they are ill-equipped to handle that kind of attention, so they hop on every that comes their way. And unfortunately for you, you were just another one on the long line. Former fatties are always guys. There are no exceptions in this day and age. Number 2, she lives alone.